And for years, the Florida Humanities Council has had difficulty in getting funding from the state. A number of their appropriations have been vetoed by Jeb Bush. Well, they finally got a rather large increase in their funding, and it was through Michael Fasano, of all people. So the same person, I'll give you the language in just a moment, he attended a Humanities Council seminar on Thomas Jefferson. It was actually a kind of a living history, an actor who portrayed Jefferson. He was so taken with this, I'm not sure he'd ever quite confronted the Declaration of Independence before. and so he put this another $250,000 in the budget, of all things, because he had such a great time listening to this man portray Jefferson. Same guy. As you'll see, the Declaration of Independence plays a role in this whole controversy. Let me just very briefly read to you some of the language, and I'll turn it over to the panelists. Both the OAH and the AHA have sent out warnings about this, trying to get people to understand that what has been happening in Florida is that if it becomes a precedent, it would have an enormous impact nationally. In this case, the AHA claims this is the most controversial passage in Florida Education Omnibus Bill HB 7087. American history shall be viewed as factual, not constructive. Shall be viewed as knowable, teachable, and testable. I repeat that. Knowable, teachable, and testable. You heard it here first. And shall be defined as the creation of a new nation based largely on the universal principles stated in the Declaration of Independence. So that's what you're supposed to teach. You go on to say that the bill instructs teachers, this is K through 12 now, to teach the, quote, history, meaning, significance, and effects of the provisions of the Constitution of the United States and amendments thereto. And it goes on with some very, very specific language, talking about how there's to be no interpretation whatsoever, just the facts, ma'am, thank you very much. And also, there are other provisions in the language of the bill which suggest that teachers are to promote the free enterprise system and any number of values. There's a long string of values that are mandated. And perhaps we'll find out today the extent to which teachers are actually paying attention to this bill. But it is law in Florida, as we gather here today. And so I think our panelists are going to talk a bit about the implications of that, not only for Florida, but